But there is a more plausible explanation that this is another instance of the gullible Western media being conned into a belief. In the past, the opposition have used pictures of Gaza pretending that it was suffering in Syria. No, we are manipulated, I'm sorry, and that includes.
But who are you suggesting? Who are you suggesting struck the convoy?
Well, we don't know, but it's possible that the Nusra group, which stand to be the big losers from the ceasefire, that they did it. It's known that they have been active, and I would draw your attention to a report in today's Guardian newspaper, which quotes an aid worker on the opposition side saying that at least some of the missiles appeared to be land-based. I'm saying that there is evil and nastiness on both sides, but we must not be gullible and assume that it's all on the government side. And at the end of the day, it's a choice between two evils. I would say that the government side, which is secular, doesn't behead its opponents, respects minorities, and is supported by a very considerable percentage of the Syrian people, is a better or a lesser evil than Islamists who want to impose Sharia law and all the rest of it on the entire country.
All right, thank you very much. That's British Ambassador to Syria, former British Ambassador Peter Ford.
Syrian government and allied forces are preparing for a big ground offensive against rebels in the besieged eastern half of the city. Dr. Hatem has been voicing his concerns to our correspondent, Mike Thompson.
Now we see a lot of psychology disease for the children from the bombing and from the airstrike that the children have seen every day.
How many children are being affected in this way?
In my clinic, I have seen every day between 50 to 60 children. About 5 to 7 of them have psychology disease.
So what can you do?
It's too difficult to treat this psychology disease because in psychology, we have to separate these children from the cause that causes this disease. And this is the bombing and the aircraft they have seen every day on the sky and the care that they feel when they see bombing or hear the sound. So I can't treat them like completely. I treat them partially, but not stop this.
Given that it seems there is unlikely to be any break in this bombing for some time now, how worried are you about children like this?
I think if the situation is still the same and the aircraft always bomb and shell the city, a lot of children, not just 5 or 7 every day, I think I will see more than 50 every day have a mental disease.
And when you talk to these children, the most disturbed ones, how do they express their upset?
Until now, I don't have enough time to talk with the children for a long time. I talk with them just for 5 or 10 minutes, not more than. But I see that these children suffer a lot from the bombing and the sound that they heard. Some of them are scared from me. They always hug their parents when they come to the doctor or any other person that's strange from them.
So they're even scared of you, and you're there to help them?
Yes, because they found that all people around them or all people in the world kill them, not protect them, even me.
And unfortunately, their parents can't protect them, can they, when bombs are coming from the sky?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And what about physical injuries to children? How many are suffering as a result of injuries from the bombing?
Every day we have a lot of numbers. I visit some hospitals in Eastern Aleppo that is surgery hospital, and see many children that are affected by this bombing. And 3 days ago, a bombing fall, so I come with my car to Al-Quds hospital. That time was at 9 a.m. I see a horrible scene, more than 50 injuries. Most of them are children. Some of them cut their foot, some of them their hands. Others have a blood on the face. It was horrible for me. I was scared when I see this scene. Some of them are died.
How many children would you estimate have been killed as a result of the bombing over the last week or so?
I don't have exactly number, but every day we have a group of the doctor in the Eastern Aleppo. We talk to each other that we have 10 children died today and 15 children died today. So in totally, every day we have between 20 to 30 died.
Every day?
Yes, every day, from a week until now. And today I have a children died in my hospital from bombing. He is injured and his parents bring him to a surgery hospital. The surgeon did send him to me to complete his treatment. He died in my hospital.
How old was he?
He was 4 years old, just 4.
What would you like the outside world to do now?
As a doctor and as my friends said, we believe in people, we don't believe in governments. We believe that the people in the world, in the European and America and even in Russia, they must do something for their government to stop this war. Or just to open a street for the civilian in Eastern Aleppo to escape or to go out.
That was Dr. Hatem, who was talking to our correspondent, Mike Thompson.